annual physical yesterday, my doctor diagnosed me with anxiety and constipation. Now I'm worried shitless. I like to hit people on the knee to test their reflexes. I don't know why, but I get a kick out of it. Ladies, no guy has ever said, I would definitely be interested in her if only her eyelashes were just a little longer. When you swim in the creek and an eel bites your cheek, that's a more. Alright, who likes pizza and who's a liar? Did you hear about the new pizza shop slogan? 7 days without a pizza makes 1 week. If you're ever feeling down and a little useless, just remember that it took the U.S. 4 presidents, trillions of dollars, thousands of lives, and 20 years to replace the Taliban with the Taliban. Why don't hillbillies ever try reverse cowgirl? Because you don't turn your back on family. A man is constantly pestering and bothering his wife for a threesome for his birthday. And every year the wife shuts him down and says no. And this continues for several years until finally the wife has had enough of the incessant bothering and she finally agrees. All right, George, yes, you can have your damn threesome. Who do you want it to be with? George quickly responds with, well, do you remember Sarah who works in accounting at my office? Yeah, of course, the wife responds. Well, with her and one of her friends. Honey, when did the plumber come yesterday? Let me see. He arrived at 10 a.m., so I would say around 10:08? Same shit, different day. Unless you're a plumber, then it's different shit, same day. You get all worried about your wife whenever the plumber visits your house in your absence when you're not around. When the real culprit is the adjustable shower head. Dentist, open up. Me. Sometimes life gets lonely, man. Knock, knock. Coronavirus. Who's there? Vaccine. It's me. Coronavirus. Give me a minute, I'm changing. What do hospital gowns and insurance have in common? You think you're covered, but you're not. 3 men were captured by a tribe and tortured. The leader of the tribe tells them that they would live, but only if they could achieve this one thing. They had to go out and find 10 pieces of the same fruit each. The first person returned with apples. The leader said that he now had to put all 10 of them up into his bum without making a sound, or he'd be killed. 1, 2, he screamed and was instantly killed. The next person came back with grapes. 1, 2, 3, he counted up to 8. But then he began to burst out laughing and he was killed as well. In heaven, the first man asked him why he laughed if he was doing so well with the grapes. He said, well, I saw the third guy coming back with these huge pineapples. I told the job interviewer I had premature ejaculation. Apparently, that's not what he meant when he asked about my shortcomings. Joe wants to celebrate his birthday, and he decides to invite his friend Fred for a night of drinking. They enter their first bar to find the lowest price for a drink is $10. The men brought very little money, expecting the other to be paying for the night, and they're able to scrounge $5 between the both of them. Fred says, what are we going to do with so little? Joe thinks for a minute and says, I'll be right back. And he leaves the bar and returns with a sausage and $4 change. What? I'm not hungry. We have even less now, exclaims Fred. Joe says, relax. Just order some drinks. I got a plan. Gets the drinks and they sit and finish them. What now? I'm not drunk and we can't start a tab. Get under the table and suck on this sausage, whispers Joe as he unzips his jeans and pokes it out the hole. Fred objects, but Joe convinces him it's this or jail. So he goes down and within moments 2 bouncers come and throw them out the door. Ha ha, it worked, says Joe. We just have to repeat for the rest of the bars in town. So bar after bar they use the same trick. Finally, Fred says after his 14th drink, I can't take much more of this. I'm feeling really drunk. Yeah, me too, says Joe, and the guilt is getting the best of me. I lost that sausage 4 bars ago. There are 2 old ladies at a park. One is rich and the other one is poor. It was the rich lady's birthday last week. My husband got me a diamond ring for my birthday, says the rich lady. That's nice, says the poor lady. He also got me a Mercedes C-Class, says the rich lady. That's nice, says the poor lady. So, what did yours get you, asked the rich lady. A book about anger management, says the poor lady. I can see it hasn't really worked, says the rich lady. Oh, it did actually, says the poor lady. Before, I used to say, fuck off. And now I say, that's nice. A man walks into a bar and he sees an ugly old humpback of a guy who women constantly surround. How to spot a millionaire, am I right? He winks and smiles at the bartender. No, actually, Larry's a plumber, not a millionaire. Okay, so he must be extremely charming then. Actually, Larry is a man of very few words. Then what on earth makes him so incredibly popular with all the women? I actually have no idea, says the bartender. Every day he comes in here, he just sits there quietly, drinking his beer and licking his eyebrows. Why do most men want to be plumbers? Because all they think about is laying that pipe. Don't stress about your eyesight failing as you turn 55. It's nature's way of protecting you from the shock as you walk past the mirror. At 65, fortune tellers read your face instead of your palm. A boy comes home from school and he tells his father that his homework is to learn the difference between theory and reality. The father says, son, that's easy. I'll give you an example. Go into the kitchen and ask your mother if she would sleep with the plumber for $1 million. After a short while, the son comes back from the kitchen and he says, Father, I have spoken with mother, and she said that she would sleep with the plumber for $1 million. The father says, okay, now go upstairs and ask your sister if she would sleep with the plumber for $1 million. After a short while, the son comes down the stairs and says, Father, I have spoken with my sister, and she said that she would sleep with the plumber for $1 million as well. The father says, there you have it, son. That's the difference between theory and reality. In theory, we're sitting on $2 million. In reality, we're living with a couple of real sluts. After making love with my new girlfriend last night, she snuggled up to me and said, you are definitely the biggest I ever had. Apparently, ditto wasn't the correct response. Why haven't I ever met a full-blooded Jew? All the ones I have met have been Jew-ish. What do you call a mosquito sitting on your spouse's ass cheek? A golden opportunity. So you've hit the big 5-5. Congratulations. You finally reached the wonder years. You wonder where your car's parked. You wonder where you left your phone. You wonder where your glasses are. You wonder what day it is.